Yeah, I'm going to. So today we are going to talk about something called AI agents. Have you heard of this term, AI agents, or no? Have you heard of it? We will switch to this. Just a second. I have to explain something to you on the screen first, and then I'll show it to you. Okay, what is AI agent? Fez? ChatGPT is an agent. Okay, AI agents. What is AI? Artificial intelligence. Okay, thank God. What is AI agent? Okay, so what AI agents do you know? Okay, so let's say ChatGPT. ChatGPT is an agent. Okay. Apart from that, DeepSeek. Is DeepSeek a agent or a LLM? Have you heard of this word? LLM? What is an LLM? Are you guys computer engineers? What is LLM? You haven't heard of this word? LLM is for large language models. Okay. ChatGPT or DeepSeek, these are not agents, AI agents. ChatGPT or GPT, specifically GPT 3.0, 3.4, these are all LLMs. What is another LLM? Claude, yeah, Claude. We are using this, right? This by Anthropic. So all of these are what? LLMs. LLMs is large language models. This means that large language models are AI generated programs where we can input them the details, or we can query them or prompt them, and they will respond. These are trained on billions of parameters. So there are some models which are trained on 1 billion parameters. There are some trained on 43 billion parameter, 80 billion parameters. That means the larger the data set, the more advanced stuff it can do. What are these parameters? These parameters can be books, can be resources, can be audios, videos, files, whatever. So these are the some of the parameters. These are the parameters which are which are used to train an LLM. So the larger the number of parameters, the more complex LLM can function. So the last week, this was a big news that DeepSeek, they have kind of uh, locked their horns with OpenAI. OpenAI is the company that has created ChatGPT, and there is a GPT O, which version? 4. O4. This is a version of GPT, and their model DeepSeek R1 is as good as GPT O4. The price of DeepSeek is much less compared to OpenAI, so that is why it caused a big commotion, and the stocks of Nvidia and the companies which are associated with OpenAI, they fell. So the reason is because they open sourced that LLM. That okay, you can use it open source, you can download it on your own PC, you can run it on your own PC, you can query it with whatever you want, you can give it any data that you want. So these are the LLMs, they do it this. Okay, now what I want is LLMs can do a lot of things. They can give you answers and all things, but they have something in it known as tools. What are tools? Okay, do you guys use email? Which email do you use? Gmail. Okay. Or webmail. Any mail that you use. I don't know any of you if you use Yahoo or something like that. But these are providers. Okay. Do you use calendar? Google Calendar? You get invites using Google Calendar? Yeah. Do you use Google Docs? Do you use Google Sheets? Do you use Google Slides? So these are all the tools that you use. Different tools. What LLM can do is it can talk to the tools, and it can interact with the tools. It can get the data from the tools and give the data to tools. These are just some of the web things. You can also a calculator is also a tool. Calculator, Google search is also a tool. So what we are going to talk about is how we can create AI agents. AI agents are workflows or automated softwares which does the work for us, whatever we assign to them, and they give us with the final input. For example, if I want to know about today's news, I don't have access to any other newspaper or something like that. So what I do is I go on Google and then I have to type what are today's latest news, and from there, if there, it will give me all the news that are possible. I have to then filter that, okay, what kind of news I want to see. If I'm looking for international news, if I'm looking for business news, I have to go to that specific section and then get the information that I want. So that means the user has to manually go to Google, type it out, search and filter on his own. So he's using his own brain while doing this. With AI agents, what we can do is we can just tell the agent that, okay, do this thing, and it will return the response. Do that thing and give you the response. So this is the theory part of it, but I don't want to go into the theory part of it. I want to show you exactly how we can do it on our own. What we are going to do is, there is a tool called N8N. So N8N.cloud, you just go to N8N.cloud or something like that. There is this tool where you can create AI agents. So what I've created here is an AI agent. But before we see what the AI agent is, let us test it out. So what we are going to do is, we are going to write telegram.org. Okay. So this is the Telegram. Oh, why is it going? Okay. So you know Telegram? Here is my agent. Now what I've done is I've created a bot in Telegram. And now that bot talks to this AI agent that I have created. So I'm going to explain entire workflow, but I'm just going to test it for now. And Fez, do you have your phone with you? Create, send a mail to Fez asking about update of t-shirt project. Okay, this is just a demo thing that I want to show you. So now if I go to here, what you can see, oh wait, yeah, here. Okay, so it has already executed it. Now Fez, open your email, fez@equanimoustech.com. Open the email and just refresh it. fez@equanimous.com. You have that logged in within you, just refresh it once. Yeah. You get it or not? What? No. Your email ID is fez@equanimoustech.com, right? You have it logged in? Okay, let me do one thing. I'll just, okay, wait, just a second. What we'll do is, for this feature, let us test it out with this. Okay, fez@equanimoustech.com. Can we write the Gmail ID? There is no equal. Yeah, we can add it. What is your Gmail ID? Yeah, just a second. Let me just type that out. Fez dot equanimous tech, like this. Yes, at the rate Gmail. Just a second. Gmail.com. Wait, now I will have to run the workflow once again and we'll test it out. Okay, now it has already sent it. Now just refresh the mail. You got the mail? Just read it aloud. You will provide me the latest update. Thank you. Best regards. It typed out the entire email. It sent it to Wes, the email ID I sent. And the reason it didn't appear is because I had added his email in the contact list. So I can map that. Okay, Fez is, this is the email ID of Fez. And if I keep it embedded, whenever I give a command, I can talk with him. Okay. Let us try with audio. Summarize my last unread email. Give me an audio file. Raise it from here. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we'll hear it again. Just a second. Oh, it's already full here. I don't know how to. Okay, wait. So this is screen audio, right? That is what I was trying to increase. Snippet. Message wasn't delivered to phase at quantumustech.com. Okay, so we were trying to send it. Unread email from mail delivery subsystem mailer-demon at googlemail.com. Subject delivery status notification. Failure. Snippet. Your message wasn't delivered to phase at quantumustech.com because the domain quantumustech.com couldn't be found. Check for typos or unnecessary spaces and try again. This is my ended email. It appears that the email you tried to send to phase was not delivered due to an issue with the email. This is a summary of the email. Okay. So we did two things. I give a chat, it did the email. Okay, let me ask for something else. Do you have any question, Nakul? Do you want to ask anything to the AI? Any topic? In Blender. In Blender. Okay, this is your question, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to test out the workflow again and I'm going to just send the message. If you want to see what happens every time, so this is the answer. To reduce the number of vertices in a mesh in Blender, you can use a decimate modifier. Answer is correct, right? You can use a decimate modifier, and here are the things that you can try it out. Yeah, branch icon. So this we are using OpenAI's model. Now let me do one more thing. Let us just come to that just a second. Okay, this is something that Nakul created for us. Every time because this is a test account, so I've not activated the workflow, but if you want to see, here is how it will happen. This is a futuristic themed promotional image for 2025 from a company called Economist Technologies. Here is the key elements. Happy text, Happy New Year is in bold, glowing font. Visual. The central character is depicted in virtual or augmented reality, surrounded by this company branding. There is a branding in the. This image illustrates the goal for technological innovation, emphasizing immersive experiences such as AR, VR, virtual or augmented reality, drones, advanced user interfaces. It positions the company within the tech sector aligned with progress and futuristic aspirations of 2025. I did not tell him anything about the company. I did not tell him anything about it. So creative design is both a greeting and a subtle advertisement for the firm's innovative solution. This is called intelligence. This is not knowledge. This is the what is it? How does this line? How did he take this line from the image itself? First of all, we are greeting Happy New Year in the image, and what we are doing is we are showcasing what we do in the image. If you see again, because you are a human being, you can know that okay, we are doing drones, we are doing this AR, VR, everything, and the LLM figured out it and sent it to me. Now we are going to talk about how did we run this. So there are three things I showed you: text, image, audio. There is something also. There's one other tool. Okay, there is also something else also. Set an event for. Okay, Navrachana University tomorrow hackathon for 0102 2025 at 12 p.m. I run it. Just see where it goes, where the loading is going on. done it. It some, yeah. Let me see if it has really done it or is it there's some error. Let me see what's the error. Otherwise, it should. Okay, yeah. Just a second. Get what is the reason? It went to the wrong thing. Just a second. I'll have to specify it a little bit differently. Create 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. Outflow. It should go here. No, it is still not going there. Let me not there. Get all my events for today. Oh, there is some issue with the calendar events. But generally, what happens is I'll show you from my past chats. What happens is when I was testing this, yeah, yeah, here you go, like that. What are my upcoming events in this week? So it will show me that this is the event that I've created, the dummy event that I created. Create a new event at AI agent. So like this. When I create it, this is how it does it. And if I click on view event, it will open my calendar link, Google Calendar link. Yeah, you see, this is all the accounts and all the details. Yeah, and also, yeah, and one more thing, web. What about web? So what I can do is, if I want to ask something about what has happened recently, so give me recent updates about Indian stock market. So we can avoid that, but if we don't avoid it, it should automatically do it. That is also something that we need to try it out. But you see this, and then stock market. Here we go. You see it went it here, Google search. So why Google search? Because LLM is not updated to the latest date. It has a cutoff date to which it has been trained. Then after that, if you want recent events, it will give us it in this format. See this. So it knows that today is 31st January 2025, and then it gives you the details that okay, what all can you do? Market continue rally, Nifty breaks pattern, market status for tomorrow, like that. You can ask specific questions as well. Okay, now we come to the most crucial part of it. Why do we need agents and how is it going to replace software as a service? So for example, now I give you an example that, okay, if I want to send out an email or I want to search for this particular news, for example, then I have to go to the web, search for it, look for what is the relevant sources and all. Now what it does is I don't need to go to this tools. So you can see the entire workflow, right? I'll explain it to you. So what happens is I have created an AI agent which goes to the tool for me. I have given it the permission. I have given it the credentials. It goes to the tool, does the work, and returns to me with the output. So for example, I am on the fly. I am going somewhere. If I just open the Telegram and I just give a voice command, okay, they do this, do that, like that. It goes to the flow through the flow, does it, and gives me back the output. Okay, this is done. So I don't need to do something like that. If I say, okay, create a list in Google Sheets with these names and there this data, I just need to transcribe it to it, or I just need to mention it to it, and then it will automatically create that list for me. I don't need to do that. If I'm storing my company's finances in a table, if I give that access to this agent and I tell him that okay, here is my P&L statement, profit and loss. Here is my sales and everything. You create the projection for next year, or you create my ITR for this year. So it automatically creates it. It takes the data, processes it, and does it. This is the future of software as a service. Whatever we are creating, whatever we are doing is not going to last for too long. The reason is, if it is specifically to CRUD is what? Create, read, update, delete. If your application is just doing CRUD transactions, then it won't last for long. The reason is because we don't need to do the CRUD manually. The AI agent will do it for us. So this is just one tool, N18. There are plenty of other tools, and this is a no code tool. So I did not write a single line of code for creating this. This can be created easily using drag and drop method. Here there is a functionality of adding nodes. I can create, add action in all the apps. See, here is action in an app. You can see all the kind of apps. There are more than 400 apps which are connected in N18. Discourse and all this. Discourse, DeepL, Sheets, Google Sheets, GitHub, GitLab, Gmail, Google Calendar, Google Chat, Drive, right? Yes, yes, all social media. LinkedIn is also there. Instagram is also there. Here is LinkedIn. Okay. I can. Yes, yes. Instagram is not yet there. Facebook, let us see. Facebook is there. Yeah, Facebook Graph API is there. So we can do it using Facebook Graph API. This means I don't need to create my own content for social media anymore. I'm in a process of building an AI agent. What I will do is I will prompt the AI agent to create articles or post for me using AI, and it will create it and store it in a table. Then I will run a scheduler that, okay, post this on Monday, this on Wednesday, this on Friday, like that, every one day, and I'll connect my LinkedIn account to it. So that means my social media creation happens on its own. I don't need to run it. This workflow keeps on running, and I don't need to manually do it. And nobody will ever know because it goes from my account itself. Yeah, you can ask the question. Yes, yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Here it is your Twitter. You just log in with your credentials. You click on Twitter. Here is the all options that you can do from Twitter. Create direct message, add members to it, create tweet, delete tweet, like tweet, retweet, search tweets, get user. Search tweets is the one that you want to get all your tweets. So if I just add your name and I can search for this term, you can get all the tweets that you've done on that topic. You can store that in your Excel sheet. You can create post for it. You can create images out of it. There are image codes. There is an image, there's a code written, and that image can be anything. So whatever you are talking about, just any image and then a quote next to it, and then connect your Instagram with it, it automatically gets posted on Instagram. So this is something that I think we should all look into. Now I'm going to explain each part of it. So the workflow that we have created here. So the first part is receive message. So what is the trigger of this entire workflow? When I receive a message on Telegram. Now what I do is I have created a switch case. Switch case, there are three cases: image, voice, and text. So I can either write a text message, I can give an image as I gave that image, right, over 2025, or I can give a voice message. So based on those, I need to run separate workflows. What happens is, if it is an image, it goes to the image part, it downloads that image, means it gets in the workflow. Then fix file extension, because the extension here is not the MIME type is not image, it is a stream, octet stream. So we converted it into MIME type in the image. We send it to OpenAI. So we have purchased the OpenAI subscription. I have their OpenAI, I have given it credits. So it goes to OpenAI, it analyzes the image. So now OpenAI will give me an answer. Then I change that answer to a format output, and then give that output to the text response in Telegram. So then it gives me the response. Okay, this is how it is written. So the response that you are seeing, the brain behind that response is OpenAI in this case. Now let's go for voice chat. Voice chat, if I give a voice message, it gets the audio file, it transcribes, because the LLMs can only understand text right now. So whatever mode you give it in, it has to be transcribed. So we transcribe the recording, so it turns the audio into text. Then it goes to the AI agent. This is the AI agent, this is the brain of this entire workflow. So there are two ways: either whatever I speak converts into text and goes here, or whatever I write goes as a text directly. So I just change the output for it and send, either of them goes to the AI agent as a text prompt. So whatever I write goes as a prompt here. It has three modes. Any AI agent has three modes. One is the chat model, another is memory, and third is the tool. Memory is to give context. For example, in ChatGPT, we ask one message, it responds. Then we ask another message which is similar to that context. So it is not like every time it is asking a new thing. You are asking a question which is a follow-up of the previous one. So we require a memory, and we can set it how many messages you want to remember. So we give it about 5 or 10, because whatever you stored here, so it will remember the previous message or previous 5 messages and then give you a response based on that, similar to what you are interacting with ChatGPT or any other tools. Now tools. So as you can see that we have connected a lot of tools right now. For this chat model, we have used OpenAI's chat model, and we have used O3 right now. I guess if I'm not wrong, G440 mini. That's the one that we have used because it's low cost. So each model has a different cost. I'll show that as well. And now here are the tools that we have connected. First is get emails. So this tool will what let me get all my emails. This will send email. I can send email any email that I want. I can get calendar, set calendar, contacts. What I've done is I've connected a database called Pinecone. Pinecone is a vector database, and I've given a contact list. Contact list is just a CSV of names and this, and we are using embeddings from OpenAI. And I've also added a search tool. You see this Google search SERP. This is a search tool API. This means whatever I want, I can search on the internet and get it the response from it. So these are the only tools that I've used in this workflow. Right now I can only send email or set calendar or search the API or send it from my contact list. This is the limit of what I can do in this workflow. If I want to add many other tools, like as you said, send tweet. So what I can do is I can just speak and send the tweet. I can just open my camera, I can speak whatever I want, and that gets tweeted from my account automatically. So if somebody is a politician or somebody who is on the flow, he does not have the time to draft the tweets, edit it and something. Whatever it is in their mind, they can just speak it correctly and it gets tweeted out. Similarly, I can connect my Facebook, I can connect all my other tools as well. Now once it goes here, now what we do is we check here. What we are checking here is this part. For example, I have given a voice. That means I am not able to type it, so I should get the response also in voice or audio. Other than that, if I have to again read the damn thing for 5 paragraphs, then there is no sense. So that is why what we do say is, if I have given the instruction in audio, then the response should be in audio. If I get it in text, then it should be in text. So if it is in text, it automatically gives text. If it is in audio, it converts the audio, generate audio. So right now in this process, we are converting audio to text. In this process, we are creating audio from the text. So whatever text the agent generates, it then converts it in the audio and then sends it as an audio response. This is a text response, this is an audio response. So that means using this workflow, we can easily run this kind of a basic bot in Telegram. For this, there is we have done a lot of tools. This is called bot father. There is something called a bot father. We can just create a new account and it gives an API key that we can use. If you guys are interested, we can create a separate session on how you can do it on your own. There is a YouTube tutorial for it, but you can just create a free account. And for these APIs, if you want to try it out, we have purchased the API of OpenAI account, $10. So that is like 2 million tokens. We have purchased it right now for this testing. But if you guys are fine with it, if you want to use it, and if you want to build out agents, something you propose me that okay, this is something that we can create, then I'm fine to invest in that, because this is something which is going to change a lot of things. Now for example, think about an accountant. What an accountant does, what he does is, there is a statement called bank statement, there is a statement called profit and loss statement, there is a statement called sales records. So what he does is, he takes the bank statement, he logs what is the sales, what is the receipts, what are the purchases, what is there is called bank reconciliation, that okay, whatever the transactions have happened in bank are automatically recorded in our books or not. That process is done manually. He checks everything, he does everything. So there is a BCom degree for that. You do BCom, you understand accounts, you go to there, you open a Excel sheet, there is one sheet, second sheet. That job is no longer required. If you give me all the records, I don't require an accountant. Why? Because I know that this sheet has all my bank records. The matching part, what the human brain is doing right now, is a menial task which the AI model can do very easily. It just has to compare the values and it has to log it accordingly, so that I can easily train the model to do, and that job can be replaced within an hour. Whatever he can do within 2 days, 5 days, 1 week, that can be done within 10 minutes, 15 minutes, right? If I want to create post, as I said, So I was bugging Nakul all the time that okay, there is no post, there is no post. We have to create post now. So now no more bugging. I have found this agent now. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to connect it with my LinkedIn, our LinkedIn company's page, and we will create post. Post will be created by AI, sent by AI. Everything is AI. Okay, and we'll just give it inputs that okay, this kind of post or this kind of thing. We'll give it inputs, but it will run on its own. Okay. Yes, there is possible. Okay, now that is another question. Let's say, for example, you heard about DeepSeek, right? Now, what happens is, I'll just show it to you. No, no, this won't work. Okay, let me just show it to you like this. Okay, wait. Windows R, CMD, enter. Okay, you see this? Now, what I'll do is, I'll write Olama run DeepSeek command. A second, I have to write. Don't remember the exact name of it. Yes, DeepSeek R1. So this is the one that we have. No, this was R1 with 7B. Yeah. 7. This is parameters. Can you see this? What is Olama? Open source large language models library. So what this does is this is a tool created by actually acquired by Meta. What this does is this open source all the LLM models. So you can download it whatever you want. Okay. Ask something. Fez, your turn. Let's ask DeepSeek. Write a rain component in a frame. Okay. A frame JS. Frame.js. He has not. He thought it is Frame.js. So let's see what it creates. The best part of this is I can turn off my internet, and this will still work because this is installed in my PC. This is open source. This is does not require the internet. This is trained on this. This is the React component. I think he has gone into wrong trajectory. I know frame.js. I'll show it to the output. So once you, why did you why do you think there is a reasoning? What is reasoning? What is reasoning, Sagar? This created the whole output for us. I'll tell you what the reasoning part is here. Just take a look at the code that how is he generating the code. Yeah, what is this? All right. So he's starting with all right. The user asked how to write weather command using frame.js. He thought it was a frame and he did not understand what is a frame. He took it on this frame.js. Now I know. So what this does is it is not giving you the answer directly. Unlike ChatGPT directly gives you answer. What is this doing? This is thinking its way through. So for example, if I have a small child, I tell him, okay, you know what? There is this box. There are 5 things. You put the right thing in the right place. What will it do? It will think, okay, this will go here. No, it will not go here. It will go here. So this is called forward tracing and backward tracing. So what will it do is it will write 2 things. First, I'll need to set up the basic structure of HTML with frame.js included. I remember that including it via CDN makes it easy. So I'll add the script. It is like there is a person talking to you. Then it will, okay, I want to fetch weather data from an API. So I'll need to import the fetch and response from frames hook. For simplicity, I'll simulate the API call and it reasons its way through the entire thing. In summary, I structured the React command using this for routing, styled it with Tailwind for clean look, and now this what this is a closing tag of think tag. That means it is thinking for that now. So it thinked its way through and then now it is generating the response. So your response is only this, right? It created the component in React framework. I think React using React. If you copy this into your VS Code, you might get an output. simple HTML. For React component, Tailwind. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so that is why he is doing it, and then he uses this all. He tells you that what he has used, what icons, what this. There is no GUI. So what happens is, so this is no, there is no GUI. This is called a command prompt because I'm running it locally. If I want to run a model, if I want to create a GUI on top of it, I can do that because I know what port it is running on. But this is something that it runs on the terminal itself. You can just copy paste from message from here, copy paste the text from here, and you can run it within. You can create a UI for it as well. The UI that you see it on ChatGPT like that. Create like that as well. And the best part is you can see. Let's light the help thing. What all can we do with this? We can set, we can show, we can load, we can save, we can clear, and by means stopping the session. So load is, we can load a model is not just a thing. We can load a model or load a session or model. So that means that if we have something which is already trained, which is already something, and we want DeepSeek to use that. Suppose there is a weather data model, I can directly load that model and then ask questions about what kind of weather it is going to be next month, what weather it is going to be this. That means that right now the human mind, how does it make decisions? It makes decisions based on information, and it makes decision based on the input that okay, what do I need to achieve. So this DeepSeek is built on the reasoning model of the human mind, that it creates simulation of the human mind. Okay, I'm going to try this. If this doesn't work, I'm going to do this. If this doesn't work, I'm going to do this, and then it will reason its way through. There is a very high percentage that this model will not hallucinate. Hallucinate means it won't give you things which are not possible, because it is reasoning its way through. Then the output quality improves. So that is one reason. Another reason is because I run it locally, I can easily run it inside my agents. So if you want to see how I run it within my agent, let's write. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll just write n8 in. I have installed the instance of n8 in locally as well. Now, yeah, here you go. It is at 5678. Okay, localhost 5678. Let's open that. Localhost 5678. So this similarly opens our workflows. Okay, this is the local version. This is not on the cloud. It's not running on cloud. So there are two problems with it. If I, okay, this is a small model. Now see here, instead of OpenAI, I have used Olama chat model. And if I click on it, if I've connected my account, these are the three models that I've already downloaded in my PC. DeepSeek R1 with 7 billion parameters, DeepSeek R1 latest. This is the whole model. This damn thing is about 10 12 GBs. And this Llama 3.2. I can use either one of them, and we can change it based on here. So this is like the brain of your AI agent. I select it here, I go back to canvas, and now when chat message, this won't connect to Telegram because this is local. So this won't have the webhook of Telegram, but I can click on chat and ask my question here. Tell me five interesting, five, no, okay, not interesting, five funny jokes about funny jokes corporate. Okay, let's see. Now this takes while. Why does it take while? Because this is running locally on my PC. So it is going to run locally. Now my PC is not that high heavy. The OpenAI servers are, they run on big GPUs, H100s and all. So this will take a little bit of while, but it should give us the output. 56 GB. No, 56 GB is just the parameters that they are downloaded. They have not downloaded any logic. The logic generates every time. There is no fixed answers. Okay, so here are the five jokes. It took a little more while. Okay, now you see the think part. This is what I wanted to talk about. It is reasoning its way through that. Okay, I need to come up with five funny jokes. Need to cover it. And what should I do? Let me brainstorm. So see, what he is thinking about is, okay, let me brainstorm some ideas. Maybe something about email is going viral. Okay, and So something another corporate thing is meetings. So let us talk about some people often talk in circles without getting to the point. So now he's thinking about topics on which they can make the jokes. Okay, reports and presentations, productivity. Yeah, here is C. So now he has given jokes on each topics. So email, meetings, like that. I told my boss that my email was just testing boundaries. I meant literally. Every day I send email, it goes viral in jillion directions. Like that. Say follow me, the room mentioned as you like that. So now I don't know if they are really funny, but this is like just he's created them on different topics. Yeah, what prompt do you want, Sagar? Explain a famous image grocery bag in front of a tank. This is the Tiananmen Square, right? It will generate it. I yesterday asked it. Tiananmen Square thing because it is local. It will generate it. I asked it about specifically what happened on this. Yeah, and it is talking about funny that okay, this is image is used humorously. If you ask it point blank that what about Tiananmen Square incident, then it will give you that okay, this is what happened, this is what happened, and this is it. I asked it about yesterday also. I know it. People say that it is a Chinese agent, Chinese influence thing. So that is why I downloaded it. I have not downloaded the app of it. If you download the app of it, then you are surely sending your data to China because what happens is their servers are in China. So every query goes there. This does not go to China. I can turn off the internet. I won't do it because streaming is going on, but I can turn off the internet and then still ask about the questions. It will still answer me. This will still run locally without internet. This means this is like in my control. Now this DeepSeek, because it is an open source model, I have downloaded the model. It is only on my PC. This model is not access to the internet yet. I have to give it access to the internet. I have to tell them okay, go search the internet like that, or maybe use this tool to search the internet like that. The thing is, the tools part is not yet in this DeepSeek model. It is there in the Llama one. This DeepSeek model does not have the support for tools yet. So I've not created the agent entirely, but simple things like open this Excel file and do this, or merge these two sheets and do this like that. This is like your personal assistant, but it can do everything that your PC does, which you can do in the PC. This can also do if you give it proper access and power tools. Okay, this is we are running it locally and we have created, and now this is the part that something that you guys should wonder about. There are 1258 workflow automations that people have created in all these sectors. You see this? And there are templates for it, so you don't need to create from scratch. You can just click any one of them. You see, this is using Slack, Google Sheets, OpenAI, like that, and it will tell you that which tools it has used. Notion, you are using Notion, right? You can use Notion, you can get data from Notion, Scrapper, Gemini. We can use any number of tools that you want. So whatever tools you want, you can just write it here. If I write Google Sheets, so this will give me the workflow automations only related to Google Sheets, social media analysis, and automated email generation, right? Enrich LinkedIn profiles from Google Sheets via Rapid API. Voice flow demo support chatbot. These are all bots. This RAG. What is RAG? He is creating an AI tool. So we have called him because there are no options. So what happens is an RAG is it creates the context out of whatever you have given it. So it won't go into its own database. It will run on the database that you have given. So if you give it your stock earnings reports, okay, this you read the entire report. Stock earnings report is this big, 500 pages. Now you read 500 pages. I don't want to read 500 pages. I just want to ask specific questions. Which is the product that is causing us the highest loss? Which is the product which is causing us the highest revenue? Which is the product which has last the shortest? So all those information is there in the stock earnings report, but I don't want to manually read it. I want to this AI powered tools for it. So any big policy, big accounts, big documents, if you don't want to read and process it, okay, if you don't want to read a book, just tell him that okay, this is the book, you read the book and just give me the insights, just give me 10 insights out of it. Okay, newsletter automation, let long, did you use this or not? Convert address to let long with Google Sheets and Google Maps API. So this is something that we should have used in our bunny thing. What we were given is we were given the addresses of stores, some 200 300 stores, right? And we needed to convert that into let long, that what will be the latitude longitude of those particular stores. If you would have pinged me earlier, you would have used this. You still have the data, right? We will use this. I'll show it to you that okay, how we can use this automation API. Just give it access to our Google Sheet and it will generate all of that for us. We can create our own automations and publish it here, so people can download it. We can keep it free as well as paid. You see this $20, $10. That means I don't need to, if something is costing me much more to do on my own, I can easily assign an AI to do it for me. This means this is a death of what we call as tools or something. Let's say ERP system. Why do I need an ERP system? To maintain all my invoices and all my things. I can map my AI agent to the ERP system and I can prompt whatever I want and the AI agent will create it for me. I don't need to do the fill up the form, add the details, right? Any questions? Any of you guys questions? Interesting. If you want to try out this bot, if you are willing to give your Telegram number, we can create a bot for each one of you. Yeah. Which? This one. Yeah, we can do that. So we the time is not permitted right now. It's already 8, close to 8. But we will kind of create a session if there is enough thing. What we can do is we can have a session where we do it hands on in 1 hour or 1.5 hour. The entire thing. Want to do that? Let's do that. We'll do that next time. I already have the API keys and everything is set up in my account. We'll do it live in the account. Okay. Yes, WhatsApp. In all, WhatsApp is also there. WhatsApp you require to because it is connected with the number. That is why I have not used it. But for example, if I click here, okay, on WhatsApp. Yeah, which kind of bank application? Let's say Google Pay or something. Google Pay. Let me see if it is there. No, Google Pay is not there. But it will have that payments API. Payment PayPal should be there. Let us see. Yeah, there you go. Try it. There you go. Whatever we are getting it from Stripe, PayPal, we can set it, get it. This is like all programming is embedded. This is this node structure, right? You understand this? Just connect the nodes and do it. Similar what we do with Blender. No Razorpay is not yet. Razorpay Paytm is not there yet. But you understand the tools. Apart from it, we can also do it with other tools like. I'll just show it to you here. No, not connected. No, I'm not connected it right now. But we will do it. So Mailchimp and all of those tools are already there. You see MQTT? That means that I can run automation tools which are M2M. M2M is machine to machine. That means I don't need to get involved. A machine creates the input, the machine processes, it sends it to other machine, it does the work, it gives us back. Everything is done within the Mongo. All DBs are there. You know what Firebase? Firebase is also there. Big one. It's called Google Cloud. Okay, Google Cloud Firestore. Directly send the data to Firestore, get data from Firestore. You don't need to type anything. You don't need to create anything. Real-time database is also there. Figma.html. Yeah, we can do that. I mean, it's worth having a shot. I mean, we can create it. So this is now we have given. So now what they've done is they've given us the integrations, but they've not given this workflows. So where is the new opportunity? Why we are talking about this is I want us guys to start creating AI agents for other people. This is a skill which everyone cannot have. They might have an idea, okay, I want to create this kind of thing, that as you said, I want to convert from Figma to HTML, but it is not there readily available. So we have to create it customly. We get the image from Figma, analyze it using OpenAI, then use that prompt to send to OpenAI that create the code for this view, and then it will create the code for it. And let's compare and fine tune it, right? So this is like a lot of tie and test, because we are, if we want to create something from scratch. But this is something that if we can. And apart from this, the main part that I wanted to show you is this HTTP request. This means that I am not limited to these tools. This means I can run any API in it. All get, all post. You see this? This is like Postman. Using Postman. So get, post, delete, everything is here. You just, and the URL, authentication, query params, body, select the body, JSON body. You just set the field parameters. You send the API, it happens automatically. Okay, excited to build. You can just create your own account on this. I think it gives you 14 days free trial. Or if you want, we can just purchase subscription. I don't think that's that expensive, and you can create unlimited workflows. Uh, what's the price of it? I think it's about $20, 20, $24. So for $24 a month, if we pay them this euros, so near about dollars, we can have unlimited users. So that means unlimited users we can add in the workspace, forum support, 1 day workspace, and we can have 2.5 thousand workflows executions. So that means that whatever execution I did one, that is like 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So 2.5k, that's 2500 workflows in a month, which I think is more than enough. If you count 330 days, how many executions per day? You need an AI agent for that as well. Can you calculate it mentally? 2500 divided by 30. About 80, 90 if you do it daily. So 80 prompts you're not going to give in a day, like 80 prompts, 80 executions. So that is something that we can use. So if you want, we can select this plan and purchase it. If you are serious about it, then we can create this kind of things. Is and again one tool. You don't need to write any. Of course, we can write it. For I'll just show you one example. We did it with here DeepSeek. No, what we did is we wrote some system prompt. You see, this is a system prompt. I put it here. You will be able to see. Yeah, this is a system prompt that we have written. That okay, role, your name is Sam. You respond in a friendly and helpful tone. These are like the instruction that we give to the LLM so that it does not go haywire. Important switch you're speaking to. So this is, it will give me my name response in back, whatever whoever is prompting it, like that. Get email, get set calendar. So we have added the things. Use this tool to retrieve. So we have given it prompts that okay, use this kind of prompts to run it. So this is called prompt engineering. And the more better you can write these prompts and give instruction to the LLM, the more accurate the result will be, right? Okay, so this is I think enough for today. We can discuss more about it later on, but we can do all kinds of things. The coding is very simple. Even if we do it, it's in JS, so not that tough. You already know how to write JS code, so it is in JavaScript. So we can, and it is not just in JavaScript. We write in Python as well, but JavaScript is something that you already know, so we can easily write code if you want to write custom code for it. Okay, I guess that is it for today. Too much information, I think, but interesting thing, right? So this is what I was trying this entire week, and I hope you learned a lot of it. And in the next session, we can kind of create separate bots for it. One for social media, one for maybe we can see if we can create any 3D models out of it, or we can upload any custom 3D generation tools, or use any other 3D generation tools using API, and see if we can get the models and things like that. Okay. I guess that is it. Let me just